According to Oklahoma legal advocate Robert Mann, Miss Wright's landlord has violated her leasing agreement, both physically and financially, on multiple occasions without repercussions. It all started with questionable late fees.
They tried to get me on late payment of my rent, but I prepay my rent every month. They wrote me notices that if I didn't show them receipts, that they were going to kick me out of the apartment. So I immediately decided to check my records.
Wright's records prove on the fourth Wednesday of every month, she goes to her bank and gets a cashier's check made out to the North Tulsa rental property with her full rent amount. Yet each late notice was dated more than 2 weeks after she handed in her check. That's just one of the concerns noted by Mann and his team. According to the lease, the apartment complex can conduct inspections quarterly, with notice and when scheduled. But according to Wright, they have occasionally done inspections of her residence more than once in 1 week, at whatever time they want, without notice.
I'm in my bedroom, making up my bed and everything, but I have my door closed, and I hear somebody coming into my apartment. So I open the doorbell, and here comes Mr. AJ and Miss Brittany tiptoeing. I said, "What are you all doing? Why didn't you ring the doorbell?"
They didn't knock?
No.
Did
they used their key. They're fixing where they can come into your apartment. They took the deadbolt lock off so that they can come in here anytime they get ready. And I don't feel secure in my own home. Is this not against the law where you can keep strangers out of your house?
According to Oklahoma's Landlord and Tenant Act, the landlord must give tenants at least 24 hours notice to enter their apartment, and they may enter only during reasonable times unless it is an emergency. But because of the lack of tenant protections,
it's really hard in Oklahoma to hold a landlord accountable. And I think most folks would assume that this is something that is already in place because it makes sense, right? It's common sense that you would assume that you wouldn't get punished for asking for habitable living conditions. Yet that is the reality and a rather large loophole in our Landlord-Tenant Act.
The apartment complex has written up Ms. Wright for keeping a dirty bedroom, leaving laundry detergent in the washing machine, even having too many dirty dishes, none of which are violations according to her leasing agreement. They have also accused Wright of mismanaging kitchen appliances.
They took pictures of this mismanaged microwave. It wasn't even the microwave in her apartment. It was one of the apartments that's set up the other way around.
This is the microwave they complained about. They're not built the same inside. They have a different tray. They have a different sticker.
Ms. Wright has refuted each accusation made against her with proof, but she says they won't give her a break. When we reached out to the property for comment, we were directed to corporate management, but after multiple attempts, we have not heard back. Now, you may be thinking, why doesn't she just move out? Unfortunately, that's not always an option given the lack of affordable housing in Oklahoma, and especially in Tulsa.
In the midst of a housing shortage. So for many folks, they're in the home, the only home they can find that is affordable to them. So sometimes the choice is living with health and safety violations, with conditions that affect their health and well-being, versus losing the only home they have and possibly facing eviction or homelessness.
House Bill 2109 could remedy this power imbalance between landlords and tenants by enacting anti-retaliation protections. But that decision is in the hands of our lawmakers. Last year, the bill failed to advance, but that doesn't mean it was thrown out.
It didn't get a hearing on the Senate floor, but that means it's still alive for consideration this session.
It's one vote away, so hopefully legislators will pick that up in 2024 and finish the work and get us back in line with the rest of the country.
Mackenzie Richmond, News Channel 8.